Yo, what's happening, everybody? Yeah, I'm back. A little strange that I missed episode 1. I was really sick. I had a really bad cold, and I just wasn't up for it. And I didn't want to embarrass myself sounding so crappy and, getting into it. But anyway, why not start this stream, Marvel at Midnight, with episode 2? I watched episode 1 last week when it premiered. I was really happy with it. Um, and I'm really excited to see what this episode brings. Blended time. Hey, what's up? Thanks for joining. So here's how it works if you're new to my stream. Here on Marvel at Midnight, what we do is I watch the show on Disney Plus. Feel free to join me. Right here is the time code of the show in progress. I will not be putting any images of the show up on this stream or any video clips. It is 100% copyright free. I do not want to get this banned or blocked. But feel free to join me, chime in on anything you're watching as you see it. And again, the time code is right here. And I'm going to get right into this because I'm so excited to see what happens in episode 2. And I hope that you will follow along and hit me up in the chat. So let's get on and do this. Let's start it now. Ready? Go. Here we go. Recap time. Oh boy. The Timekeepers. You know, that Easter egg of people saying they saw Agent Carter back there, I don't know. Sounds like wishful thinking. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Oh man. There we go. By the way, how great is Owen Wilson in this? He's so good. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Episode 2. Hope everyone's having a great week. We got some crazy life events happening in our family. So I'll update you on those as they happen, but pretty exciting stuff makes for life to be very crazy. There's that classic green Marvel Studios. Hold on a second. Okay. Oshkosh, Wisconsin. $1985. Oh yeah. Huh. It's like a Renaissance fair. TVN is there. Something's going down. A variant of who? Dude, I'm loving this, man. The Time Police. So cool. Our Ninja, hi, what's happening? That voice sounds familiar. Oh ho ho ho. Here comes that classic Heroes tune. Oh, she's gonna beat them all down. By the way, this variant, it's obvious it's female. Or it's a female version of Loki or a female character, but whoa. Here we go, big reveal. Are we gonna see her? Or him? Oh snap. No hints? Come on. That was cool. Oh yeah. What a good cold open. How are you guys liking the show so far? Is it everything you've hoped it to be? I'm very fond of Asgardians myself. Thor's my favorite Avenger. I love Loki. So I was hype for this show. Mm. It's nothing we've seen in the MCU before. Interacting with an animated character. That's funny. That was cool. Variant. Let me see the back of that jacket. That'll make for an easy Halloween costume, just a jacket that says variant on it. Oh my gosh. A Lance Armstrong Loki? What? Dude, look at the different looking ones. Those are cool. That was cool. Professor Loki. I love that nobody notices them walking through some time door. Rigoberto, hello. Thanks for joining us, man. I watched the training videos. What happens at Redline? It's a trap. Carrie's live. What's up? Thanks for joining the stream. Ooh, grave danger. Morbius is good, man. He knows when Loki's fibbing. That was cool. Hunter C20, missing in action. Oh, dude. Oh, those are the timekeepers. I was like, that looks like... Oh my gosh. Dude, I know I'm missing Easter eggs. There's... On that shelf, there's tons. That's funny. Man, Owen Wilson is so good. I mean, he kind of plays the same types of characters, but he's so good. I'm loving the music in this show. It's like there's a lot of synth, and then right now it's kind of like this weird 1950s science fiction vibe. I dig it. Nice. They've got great chemistry. I'm loving it. Telling you, this music, the score is great. It's so unique. Doing some research. I don't know if you guys have seen the movie Brazil. This TVA office library has a very like Brazil vibe. Terry Gilliam movie. Loki. Ooh, destruction of Asgard. Man, you could pause images in this show and read pages of documents. Oh, that's right. This variant came before that, so he doesn't know it got destroyed. Oh, he's getting a little emotional. Sanjay, there's only been two. This is the second episode. Take me to the apocalypse. Pompeii. Ooh, that's a good apocalypse to visit. Because you know there will be no survivors to tell the tale. Huh. Bird noises. Dab. What's up, Battle Gaming? Thanks for the fun emojis. You guys better get out of there, man. Hmm. The TVA city, it reminds me of the Fifth Element. Even the like flying cars look exactly like the flying cars in the Fifth Element. How does it all end? Deep. He's like, huh? What? Kablooey. Extinction of the swallow. Hi, Battle Gaming. Yes, this is not in Hindi. I live in Los Angeles. I'm sorry I don't speak English, but thanks for joining. Oh, he almost got his knives. Almost got his knives. Isaac, I hope you're not coming in here dropping spoilers, my man. Rocks Cart 2050. Just like that, he's dry. Why is it the people you can't trust are always saying, trust me? It's true. Good quote. Just browsing in a big box store. That's so funny. shopping for shopping for plants in a storm. That's funny. Oh snap. Battle gaming, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? I don't understand. That's funny. Oh, it's that other officer that he took. Or Loki took. Vladdy, no spoilers yet. We're not done yet. A few more minutes. I like how the Loki keeps transferring his power to other people's bodies. Thanks, Vladdy. I love it. Loki negotiating with Loki. This is funny. A qualified lieutenant. That's great. Loki's annoyed by Loki. It's funny. He's like, now I understand why Thor would get so annoyed with me. Oh, snap. What is gonna happen, dude? There's only a few minutes left. Schedule. I would never treat me like this. That's funny. He's fighting him off with a vacuum. Alright, Hot Chopper, I hope you're not spoiling anything. Gosh. You people, man. Hey, it's a Robo-Doggy. Finally. Reveal already. Let's do this. Yep, it's pretty obvious. Lady Loki. Initializing. Ooh, that's a lot of reset pods or whatever they're called. Oh. Where's she sending him? Oh ho ho. Asgard roams. Provo? I just saw Provo on there. That's funny. Here we go. She's like, bye. Go, Loki. Go, dude. Go! Ha ha ha. Dude, and that's how it ends. Whoo! It's a good ending. Nice. Any post credits? Let's see here. This score is really great. You know, it's funny. The show is very different, and that's one thing I loved about these MCU series. They all have such different vibes and feels. Like this one's kind of got a little bit of a Doctor Who thing going on, which, don't get me wrong, I don't watch a lot of Doctor Who. I've only seen a little bit, but it definitely has a similar, time travel, multiple dimension, science fiction-y type vibe. But definitely this show, I'm sure, is setting up a lot more of the multiverse and establishing all the different possibilities that we'll experience in the coming and future of the MCU. Oh man, I don't think there's a post credit. Yeah, the Timekeepers, I think they've started to kind of drop hints that it's a big show, that they're not real. That someone else is really in charge. Or I'm with you. Yeah, Vladdy's my daddy. Beginning to think that the Timekeepers aren't real. Yeah, there definitely were a few hints dropped this episode that definitely suggest that. And oh man, so I'm just looking at these end credits. That was a good episode. We got Lady Loki, at least what appears to be Lady Loki. Not gonna lie, that's not how I pictured her looking, but it's Loki. He can make himself or herself look however they want. Here, I'll stop the clock because we are done. Let's see here. Yeah, Vladdy is my daddy. Especially when Mobius says that he's never even met the Timekeepers. You know, it's very reminiscent of almost origins of religion, kind of. You have all these people who say they are a certain religion and believe certain things, but when people talk about how ridiculous the origin is, they just kind of brush it off and say, hey, we're all different. That's kind of how it is. That's kind of what it reminded me of. And I really think that we're probably going to find out that these timekeepers aren't those lizard people that we've been told. There's got to be something bigger at play here. And maybe we'll find out this in this show, maybe we won't. Maybe that's something that won't come until Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness. Just don't know. Yeah, in regards to Lady Loki. Now, for me, it was pretty obvious that this variant he's hunting was female, because in a lot of the teasers and glimpses we saw of this figure, they were very feminine. So that wasn't a huge surprise or reveal to me, and I think it's really cool. It's an interesting way to take this character and give her a new kind of angle. But that's not how I pictured her to look. I pictured her to have dark hair like Loki, and they obviously did that on purpose, made her look different. Maybe in her branch, the Thor variant has dark hair. And, who knows? I mean, the roles could have been flipped because, Thor and Loki were both Odin's sons and only one could be king. So I don't know. Yeah. I'm with you, Rigoberto. I pictured her to have black hair as well. But hey, she looked pretty cool, I have to say. Let's do what we usually do, and let's take a look at Twitter to kind of see what peeps are saying about this episode. I like to kind of get a reaction from the internet and see how people are losing their minds or what they're pissed off about. But let's do that. Let's take a look and see. I'm going to search some Loki, see what the latest comments and reactions are. Yeah, oh yeah, here we go. Let me put this up. Sorry guys, you can see. It doesn't want to work. Come on. Bear with me, sorry guys. Here we go, maybe it'll work now. Huh. Well, it doesn't want to work. Shoot. Back to the comments. We'll hit the chat up. Vladdy's my daddy. By the way, Vladdy's my daddy, thanks for joining and not spoiling anything, even though you definitely have the opportunity to. Really appreciate that. Thanks for biting your tongue. There are a few people who jumped right in the chat and the first thing they said was a spoiler. Kind of lame. He says he feels like in this next episode we might see Loki immerse himself in a new branch timeline, like the trailer footage where he was Loki for President Pound. I agree. And maybe he's gonna create, it would be a really cool thing to see. He assemble his own team of Lokis and they all just run rampant. I would love to see that. Different Lokis, one big team. That would be awesome. Question, it would be interesting to see if there would be like a leader of the group or what kind of clashes they would have between each other. Gosh, I want my phone to work, so I want to show you guys this tweet. Maybe it'll work now. It doesn't want to work. So weird. Here we go. Well, that's not it. Rigoberto, yeah, I really want to see the chat between Lady Loki and Loki. Yeah, I mean, is he gonna like flirt with her? I mean, is that even a thing that you can do? I don't know. I really, what I'm trying to show you on my phone with Twitter, I can't get this damn thing to work. Basically, I love the line when Loki's talking to Loki, who's in disguise as the rock store employee Randy, and he says, "Now I know what Loki, or now I know what Thor feels like." That was so funny. Really liked that. Vladdy's my daddy. Maybe a timeline which Loki actually won the Battle of New York. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that would be a supreme Loki. If he somehow defeated Hulk and won the Battle of New York, that would be pretty cool to see. Um, I'm so frustrated this isn't working. Every time I do a stream, something doesn't work, and this is like my go-to post-show commentary, and it's not working. Let's try one more time. You keep hearing me plug it in, but it doesn't want to work. Oh well. Oh bother. Whatever. Yeah, the flirting, that would be a really funny dynamic to see Lady Loki and Loki, our variant Loki, kind of have a little bit of a weird sexual tension between two different variants. That's very strange, but hey, it could be interesting. The first part of this episode was very slow moving, but I liked how they kind of built it up like they were this investigative team trying to find out where the Loki was hiding or what his plan was. That made it very, very interesting. And then when they set the stage of this female Loki variant basically bombing the main timeline and having branches branch off everywhere, that's pretty interesting stuff. I feel like that... Here's an image. I'm going to be really ghetto and lift up my phone and show you. But this situation where you have all the... Come on, focus. All the branches coming off of the main timeline. This looks like a job for Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, right? Maybe it's setting up the whole timeline madness and multiverse complexions and problems that come along. I don't know. I don't know. Why are you not working? Close this out. I'm going to try to add a... what is it? Camera. We'll go back to... Since I don't have my phone not working, let's go back to the main stream. And I'll just ditch these and we can... Here we go. Here we go. Vladdy. One thing I'm really trying to think about is how are they going to fix these branch timelines themselves? Yeah, that seems like a really big problem. And something tells me it's only going to get worse, especially if our variant Loki is off with this Loki that the Time Police have basically labeled as the most dangerous variant, and they're in cahoots now, possibly. What are they going to do? What kind of trouble are they going to cause? Very, very interesting stuff, and you know, I like the direction the show's going. Tom Hiddleston's doing a great job. You know, it's got to be a little bit more daunting and challenging when you have always kind of been a supporting character, and now you're suddenly the main character of your own series. So I got to give him credit, and I know he's a very talented actor. He has a lot of theatrical experience on both stage and in TV and movies, but he's doing great. And I love that they let him use his English accent for certain words like schedule. And there was another one he said that I thought was really odd. What was it? Schedule is the one that stands out the most, but there was one more that I thought was very interesting that they were like, oh yeah, go ahead and use that. Whatever. Battle Gaming, thanks for joining. Appreciate your support. I hope you enjoyed it. Appreciate it. Let's try this one more time. Go here. Oh, everything's rolling at once. Apologies. I don't know, but what do you guys think in general? What is your overall opinion of this series so far? Do you like it better than WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier, or are you still not sold on it yet? Is it still a little too early to tell? Really curious to know what you think. Let's see here. There we go. I also feel like Mobius wants something with the Judge Lady. Yeah, it's almost like he kind of is competing for her job, or he wants to know something from her that only she knows. And she makes it seem like she's met the Timekeepers, and if she's the only person in the TVA that has any knowledge of them and what they're doing, that's kind of suspicious. Is she just being a puppet of some greater force, or are the Timekeepers really a thing? First two episodes already extremely entertaining. Tom has always fit the Loki role so well, and it's just awesome to see him get his own show. Where I know, it's so great, so well deserved. And you know, for me in Endgame, that was the most devastating part when, or not Endgame, Infinity War. The most devastating part when Loki got his neck snapped. I was devastated because I absolutely love Loki and all these Guardians characters. So when he was offed, I was pretty bummed. So you can imagine my excitement when he escaped at the end game with the Tesseract. I was pretty stoked about that. Let's try this one more time. You gonna have any luck this time? OBS has been kind of a pain today. No, you sucker. Since iPhone 8. Cancel. Sorry that's getting all weird. For me, the multiverse topic and time travel, Loki will deliver. Yeah. They're really getting into these multiverse, and they're delving deeper into the magic realm of the MCU. It's funny, if you look back into Phase 1, Iron Man's pretty grounded in reality. Captain America strays a little bit with all the Tesseract stuff and Red Skull. And Hulk is pretty grounded in reality, but Thor is really where it kind of got a little out there. And I know I had friends who kind of expressed their disappointment in MCU for getting a little too cheesy, or too what's the word I'm looking for, mystical, or more like too much like DC. But you know what, you gotta have it. It makes it interesting, and the way this series and franchise has developed has been so awesome. I mean, I've been happy with everything they've delivered. Battle Gaming, WandaVision, Black Widow better than Loki episode. Okay. I don't know if you're saying it's better than Loki, but alright. Cool. I've been anticipating this show for a while, and would honestly have to say, compared to the first two episodes of WandaVision, that Loki has been better so far. Yeah, I haven't decided yet. I really like what we've gotten from Loki. I haven't decided, and it's funny because of all three of these series, I was least excited for WandaVision, but I think so far that show has impressed me the most. It was so well done, and Falcon and the Winter Soldier left me wanting a little more action. Like I was kind of hoping for something a little more on par action wise with uh, Captain America: The Winter Soldier. That movie was, and I get these are episodic shows with a little bit more of a meager budget, but it left me wanting a little more action. Don't get me wrong, I loved it overall; it was great. But Loki, I mean, I feel like this has more potential. I like how there's more possibilities, and it really feels like it's setting up something bigger. WandaVision did the same thing. It felt like it was setting up something bigger. Falcon and the Winter Soldier, it didn't really feel like it was setting up something bigger. It just kind of felt more like it was establishing the new Captain America. Right? That's how I feel. Rigoberto, for the fans that wanted something cool or to answer all that crazy theories, yeah, exactly. The fans are really hyped for the next Spider-Man movie, and this series is like a little taste for the greater surprises that will be coming. Yeah, the Spider-Man movie. I mean, between Spider-Man and Doctor Strange, and it looks like even this, there's going to be so many different multiverse avenues. I mean, we got Fantastic Four coming. We got the X-Men coming. There's so much they have to set up, and just opening all these gates, it makes everything so much more believable to be accepted into the MCU instead of just appearing out of nowhere. Aniket I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Aniket Prakash. And we thought the WandaVision episode was deep. Yeah, these are getting pretty deep. I want to go back and rewatch them and see if I can dissect all the little Easter eggs, because I know this show is packed full of them. I just cannot. It's hard to process everything all at once. Let's see here. Some of these comments are not updating in my feed. That's no good. Here we go. Parker Westoncow, thanks for joining, my friend. Good to see you here. The combo of the character development of Loki as a character and a potential impact he may have on the multiverse is insane. Yes. And the thing that's so cool is there's so many different Lokis. Which Loki? I mean, anybody, any character from the MCU could serve any purpose now. If he's from a different timeline, or I mean, think back to the sequence where they show the different variants of Loki, and you had like some big demonic looking Loki, you had like a Lance Armstrong Loki. I mean, there's so many possibilities of different spins on characters, dude, and it really makes you think about Spider-Man 3. We're totally getting all the Spider-Man, and I think, and then some. It's gonna be so crazy. I really hope they just don't hit that so hard that it's a miss, because you got to be kind of delicate with those kind of things. The fans are very sensitive, as we all know. Let's see here. Aniket Prakash. They'll be releasing a trailer of Spider-Man Far From Home before Loki ends, which is dangerous. Yes. Everyone is looking forward to that. Oh, sorry, Vladdy, I missed one of your comments. Falcon and the Winter Soldier sort of feels like a side quest off the main events going on in the MCU, kind of. 100% agree. I feel like I said earlier, I feel like the main purpose of that show was to establish Sam as the new Captain America and kind of plant the seeds of I'm drawing a blank of her name. The other evil organization that's now building slowly with Agent. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's late and my brain is going dead. Uh, it's it's definitely more of a side quest, but whereas WandaVision and this show definitely feel like they're building something bigger. And oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Rigoberto Garrido. Yeah, they mentioned they already trapped other Loki variants. For me, the President Loki is another variant, not the one from 2012. Yeah, that variant could also be our Loki variant that just goes to another branch and establishes himself as a leader. We just don't know. We don't know. It could be different, could be the same. That's the beauty in this show. Let's see the clip where many timeline gets created in the TVA chart. You can see the names of cities where the timeline got created. New York. Yeah, I saw that. I noticed that. And I only noticed that because I swear one of the cities was Provo, which is a small city in Utah. That's where I'm from. Not Provo, but Utah. I need to go back and rewatch all those little names because I'm sure there's some major hints and Easter eggs in there. Clark Townsend, yep. Miles Morales is coming in Spider-Man 3. Okay, Sony would just be stupid if they didn't include him. With the success of Into the Spider-Verse, at the very least a mention. I'm sure we're going to get that in the next Spider-Man. And we're talking about everything. Oh, U.S. Agent. That's exactly who I was trying to say. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I'm getting over a brutal cold and it's late here. It's 1:30. I'm trying my best to stay on my keep my mind clear, but the episode really has you thinking about the future of the MCU, and it gets me so excited. Really can't wait. Imagine a variant of Thanos from Titan. Ooh, that's an interesting comment. Yeah, see, that's one thing that always kind of has bothered me a little bit about this show, about this show tying in with uh, Endgame and Infinity War. If this is the holy timeline that needs to be preserved, and Thanos' plan was part of that, then it really makes you think who these timekeepers are and what are their motives. And I mean, could they definitely be a variant of Thanos, maybe? Or like Mr. Procish says here, imagine a variant of Thanos from Titan who shows up in the future, maybe Madness of the Multiverse. Dude, that would be crazy if we got different Thanoses with gauntlets. I mean, they've also established in this show that to the TVA, these Infinity Stones are basically junk in a drawer. They serve no purpose. They're no big deal. So that's kind of crazy. Yeah, Clark Townsend. Yeah, it's exactly what I said. I mean, all these branches really allow them to bring in the X-Men so much easier. And I could be wrong, but I think in the comics, the Scarlet Witch is a mutant. And there's a theory from WandaVision that her control over that city left all those people who she kept captive with side effects mutated their DNA, and she, in a sense, created the mutants. That hasn't been officially stated, but that's a theory, and I think that's a pretty good theory because how many people were in that town? Hundreds, maybe more. Rigoberto Garrido. Yo, Thanos went to the future. He did. Yeah, I'm excited about the X-Men coming into the MCU. I just want them to do it right. And Kevin Feige hasn't led us astray yet, and I think whatever he has up his sleeve, it's gonna work. It's just unfortunately, the previous X-Men movies have been so hit or miss. Some of the movies are really good altogether, and then some have good moments and then really bad moments that totally ruin it. And then there's some of them that are complete poop piles, like they're just awful. So it would be nice to kind of see all those characters get redeemed. And, I don't necessarily need to see the same actors, but those characters, it would be awesome to see them get kind of the cinematic portrayal they deserve. Rigoberto, man, you're getting a lot of screen time here. Keep the comments coming. Appreciate it. Yeah, Scarlet Witch is a mutant. Yes, that's right. And you're referring to I believe you're referring to my theory that her power inadvertently created mutants, I think. Yeah. I think that's a cool theory, and I think that'd be a cool way to kind of introduce the mutants. Let's see. Mr. Prakash. But there's one thing Marvel said they won't be showing: very big events in the series, since not everyone watched them like movies. Yeah, I don't expect anything massive happening in these series just for that reason. They'll want people who have missed the series to not feel lost when they're watching the movies. So you're definitely right there. Mr. Garrido, for me, it will be really difficult to see another actor for Professor X and Magneto. Yeah. For me, it's definitely Wolverine. It'll be hard for me to see anyone else play Wolverine because Hugh Jackman was so iconic. But you know what? There's some actors out there that I think would do a really good job. One of my favorites that I would love to see actually play him is Taron Egerton from Kingsman and Rocket Man. I think he would be a badass Wolverine because he's kind of that burly, thick, sinewy type, and I think he would do a killer job. But that's just my personal fan cast. But again, I feel like Marvel could do a great job casting those characters. Yeah, Professor X and Magneto, those we've had 4 actors portray each of them. I'm trying to think of who I would cast for them instead, but yeah, it's hard to associate anyone else with those 2 characters. For me, the best X-Men movies, Logan and Days of Future Past. Yeah, I really like those. I really liked X-Men First Class too. That movie it had some really great moments, and I'm a big fan of oh my gosh, the late night is hitting me again. I'm a huge fan. I'm gonna look up his name so I get it right. I'm saying I'm a huge fan. I don't even know his name. No, I know his name. I'm just drawing a blank right now. Michael Fassbender. Yeah, I thought he was an excellent Magneto. Excellent choice for Magneto, and he's a phenomenal actor. That's what this does. It explained it in an easy way. Now an actor can be the X-Men. Yeah, exactly. The Quiet Boy. I think this is Loki from 2012. Wait, I think this Loki from 2012 will be go and live in the present timeline where Loki's dead, just like Gamora is living in the Guardians now, that even though she's from the past. I agree. I think this variant, he's the one that's going to continue on in the timelines that we follow as MCU fans. Yeah, I think you're right. That's another point. Yeah, the Eternals can also set the X-Men into trajectory. So yeah, that's absolutely right. That's the one movie I just don't know what to expect from. And I have to be honest, that trailer did absolutely nothing for me. I watched it and I just kind of went, It didn't get me hyped, and I didn't hate it, but I was just like, So I think Marvel really has to kind of push the gas on promoting that a little bit more, because if I felt that way, imagine how the general audiences of people who don't know much about comics at all felt. They were probably just like not interested at all. But again, I have faith in Kevin Feige. I think he'll bring us another great MCU movie with that one. The TVA will try to stop almost all the timelines, but the ones which will cross the red line will stay. Maybe the two variants of Spider-Man from No Way Home will be the one from the one red line. That's a very good possibility. You know, I like that theory. I think that makes sense. And remind me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they've officially said what happens if the timeline crosses the red. Do they say that once it does, it can't be fixed and it's a permanent line? Vaguely sounds familiar that they did say that, but I might be wrong. I might be wrong. I'm going to try the phone one more time to see if I can get Twitter working here. It's working earlier today. It's not cool, man. Nah, it doesn't want to work. It's done. It's toast. For me, maybe a young Odin or young Thanos could appear in that Eternals movie. Yeah, there you go. Very much. That'd be a cool thing. I have a suspicion though that Marvel's really kind of focused on the future and bringing more characters out. I doubt we'll see a lot more of previous characters. I don't know. I mean, it's not impossible, but like I really don't think we've seen the last of Tony Stark. We're gonna get him back in some way, whether he's a hologram in a suit or a flashback or, you know, a time travel character. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, any character can come back, I'm sure of it. Eternals laughing because no one knows about them and they are so powerful. TVA, excuse me, sir. I'm not sure what you're trying to say there, but okay. Sorry, dude. Sorry. Oh, it's getting late. Well, everybody, this has been so much fun chatting. I always enjoy the after chats on this episode live stream of Marvel at Midnight. If you joined me, thanks so much. Thanks to everybody who contributed in the live chat. And, you know, consider subscribing if you're not already. I like to do these every time the show premieres. I missed the premiere episode because I was very sick, and I tried to put something together, but then I just realized in the end, no one wants to watch a sweaty, sick, middle-aged man cough and sneeze into a microphone while he watches Loki. So I skipped it. So here, episode 2 is the first episode of Loki Marvel at Midnight. I like to do these for all the MCU shows on Disney Plus, Star Wars shows, and occasionally I'll do live stream some movies, do live watch along, commentary tracks, reactions. And if you're interested in that kind of stuff, consider subscribing. I'm also on Twitter and Instagram. Hit me up on there. You can see those right there under the Loki. Those are my 2 handles. And I'm also on TikTok, and I post on there several times a week. I actually have a much bigger following there than I do on any of my other social media platforms. So if you're into TikTok, check that out. Same handle, 1 Minute Critic, is these up there. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. And consider hitting that like button and subscribing once again. And until next time, we'll see you right here. Go back and watch this episode and see how many Easter eggs and theories you can come up with. And next time we'll talk about it. Thanks so much, guys. Until next time, we'll see you.